no gold is not in her.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's very late. It's actually not very late. It's like 10:08 p.m. where I am. I've been laying in bed. My mind has been racing at like 1,000 miles a minute. Not that it never does, but it was worse than normal because I really felt the need to make this video as someone who is a sex worker on OnlyFans. So recently Bella Thorne joined OnlyFans. And her reasoning was she wanted to see what it was like to be a sex worker for a film that she is researching. And I'm gonna read exactly what it says here. So Bella Thorne joined because she wanted to research for a movie that she is doing regarding sex work. So she says, it's a feature we are researching as I'm living it currently. What are the ins and outs? What does a platform like this do to its users? What's the connective material between your life and your life inside the world of OnlyFans? How can it change your life for the worse and for the better? How far are you willing to go? How far do you want to go? You can be me or this talented girl from Montana, and OnlyFans could change your life if you want it to, of course. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is her doing this for research purposes. The research that she gets from this will not be very accurate to sex work because most sex workers are people, are normal people who have normal lives, who are not, or I'm not going to say most sex workers, but sex workers working on OnlyFans are people who are normal people. We're not celebrities, and we're definitely not raking in $2 million over 2 weeks, $1 million in the first 24 hours. So any research that she is getting from this isn't going to be accurate to what sex workers go through because she's not a sex worker. She is cosplaying a sex worker, but she is also using her name to kind of cheat, if you will. If Bella Thorne had gone about this differently, so say she had made a burner account, used a different name, and actually worked from the bottom like most sex workers have, then that would be different. But to immediately use your name in order to gain all this money, that's not accurate to what sex workers do. I mean, some sex workers do already have a platform and can make quite a bit of money, but it's not reaching $1 million in 24 hours. So her justification for doing this is just weird to me. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't know if she really thought it through, but really it's just a slap in the face to sex workers who are doing this for a living like I am. And not only is like her joining the platform itself a slap in the face, but in general, celebrities doing it, celebrities who don't need this to live, they're just kind of doing it. It's a huge slap in the face because there are creators on here who are working constantly trying to put out good content, and we actually do this so that we can put food on the table and pay bills, whereas, you know, you guys already have all this money just by existing because your name is attached to a famous person, basically, if that makes sense. And then there is some other controversy going around, of course, where she promised some people in a pay-per-view message, it was, you could unlock it for $200, guys. And based on the screenshot that I've seen, it says naked question mark. Yes, naked. And there were a lot of chargebacks because in that picture she wasn't naked. I mean, I believe she was in a bikini. She was similar things to what she would post on Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that, and that's very silly to me. Promising nude photos and then not giving the audience what they paid for is a scam, and it undermines other sex workers. For those of us who do this for a living and who are honest and open and transparent, it can put a bad taste in people's mouths whenever, you know, someone with a big platform like Bella Thorne scams her customers. And then of course OnlyFans has changed it to where pay-per-view messages can only be $50, that's the highest they can be, and then one person can only tip another person $100. And these restrictions were not in place before the Bella Thorne scandal. Now, OnlyFans is saying that Bella Thorne had nothing to do with this, and I think that's absolute bullshit. It's too close for comfort for me to believe that she had nothing to do with it, especially because so many people were doing chargebacks and asking for refunds because she did scam them. I think that's very ridiculous. I think it's very disrespectful that a big name celebrity would come onto the site and scam like that. Someone with as big a platform as her could use this to put sex workers in a better light, and instead she has not done that. And I think that with her platform, that was super irresponsible. Not to mention, if she was researching and doing this for sex workers, instead of taking that money that you have made, I mean, sure, keep some of it, that's fine, but why not donate that to sex workers who are struggling, survival sex workers who are doing this for a living? During this pandemic, OnlyFans is a huge way that a lot of us have made money, and for her to, I really feel like I've been slapped in the face. And there are other celebrities who have done this, but they haven't scammed people, and they've done what they've promised they were gonna do. And I think that's why them using the site sits well with me. Not that I think that any celebrity should use the site. I don't think celebrities should use OnlyFans, but if they are going to use it, I think that they should use it respectfully, and not scam people. And I don't think that Bella Thorne did that. I think what she's done is very, very disrespectful. It will not yield good research results, and ultimately shows that she knows nothing about what being a sex worker is. So yeah. Bella Thorne also being famous and being a white famous celebrity also shows that she will not get the same backlash and stigma that other people would get doing sex work. I mean, sure, she's gonna get some hate, but a lot of it will be an overwhelming amount of support, and that's really not the way it works. I mean, there are a lot of sex workers whose OnlyFans have been leaked, they have been outed to their families, they have been disowned and kicked out of housing situations. I mean, tons and tons of backlash and stigma. Sex workers get tons of backlash, and there's a lot of stigma around sex work, and Bella Thorne will never understand what that's like because she's a celebrity and she's a white woman. She's a white celebrity. You mix all that together and you're just not going to get the authentic experience that sex workers go through. Not to mention, her saying it's for research purposes or that it's an experiment is very, very disrespectful, because personally, my life is not an experiment. It's not a cosplay. It's not a costume you can put on and then take off at the end of the day. That's very, very disrespectful, really degrading, and undermines the hard work that all sex workers do. And then not to mention, if she did want to understand research, if she did want to research sex workers and their lives and their money, whether it's OnlyFans or stripping or prostitution or anything like that, literally, she has the platform to reach out to smaller sex workers, medium sex workers, and then bigger sex workers, and to shadow them and to talk to them and get their experiences, because her experience will not yield good research. It is not your average sex worker at all. I mean, I had a pretty big platform whenever I started OnlyFans. I have an account that has like 50,000 followers, and even with that account, I think the highest I got up to was like 250 fans, and I charge like $10 a month, so roughly $2,500 with OnlyFans taking 20%. And even with that big of an account, I didn't touch what Bella Thorne did. So even as someone who is a bigger creator, there's no comparison, there's no correlation, there's nothing there. And it is so aggravating to have my life deemed as an experiment or for research purposes, whenever you could literally just ask living, breathing sex workers what their experience is in this world. Also, some of the questions that Bella Thorne asked, how can it change your life for the worse or the better? Something she will not really learn as a celebrity who already is making so much money and kind of doesn't care in general about the backlash. The backlash in general will not harm her, so that question can't be answered. How far are you willing to go? How far do you want to go? she doesn't have to go far at all. I mean, she's posting bikini pictures and she's gained $2 million. She doesn't have to go far. It's not like survival sex workers who may have to do things they don't exactly feel comfortable doing or don't exactly want to do in order to put food on the table for their families or for themselves. So that question, again, can't be answered. Her saying you can be me or this talented girl from Montana. Well, if you're using your name and your established platform, you're going to be you. So again, that question doesn't make any sense. The only way this would make sense is if she had made a burner account, started there, didn't know, let people know what she was doing, and did that for 6 months or something like that. But to jump into it as Bella Thorne will not do anything to answer any of the questions that she is trying to answer. Not only do OnlyFans restrict pay-per-view messages to $50 and then one person tipping another person to $100, there are some international users who also have to wait 30 days before they receive their payouts. That is insane. To only get paid once a month, you can't survive like that. That's not how bills work. That's not how life works. And again, OnlyFans saying that it's not because of Bella Thorne or it has nothing to do with one single user. It's just too close for comfort for me. If OnlyFans makes it to where I have to wait 30 days before I receive a payout, I will not be able to pay my bills on time because it's not realistic to get paid once a month. Even if it is in a lump sum, it doesn't matter. That's idiotic. So, to any other big celebrities who are thinking about using OnlyFans or anything like that, I can't stop you, that's fine. Sex workers can't stop you. You're gonna do what you wanna do. But if you are going to use the site and you are going to be part of OnlyFans, do it correctly, please. Don't undermine us, don't call us experiments. And if you are interested in doing research, then ask sex workers, but don't cosplay as one because it's really just disrespectful to the community as a whole. Thank you for watching this video. If you have a sex worker in your life, maybe tip them, donate to them, support them in whatever way that you can, because the platform is starting to become flooded with people who don't really need it to survive, and it is very disheartening and definitely a slap in the face. So thank you for watching this video, and if you want to see anything specific, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great day. And Bella Thorne, I mean no ill will towards you. I just think that you should have thought about what you were gonna do a little bit better and executed it a little bit differently. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic night.
I know gold is not enough.